That's not right. Hold up. I was originally going to do that, but I'm not 100% certain on it, so I forgot to update my notepad file. Now, along with the focus on going for endings, since as I mentioned in the tweet and possibly title, I think that's where my things are actually going to be. I have two longer pieces here. Those are what I'm going to go for first. I think this is going to be Dio's, and I don't remember who this is going to be. I'm going to ignore these short betray routes. Just because I don't think they're worth anything. I do find it interesting, though, that this Luna route, which is pretty clearly hidden behind a lock, as I recall, doesn't show up as a lock.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1.
I also just realized that I had not muted my regular audio output. I was wondering why it was coming through so loud.
Of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Oh, I forgot to fix something. Hold on.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Wait! Dio! What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Ah, Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna. And she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
All he had to do was pick Betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Vi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing Betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
She was already dead.
She's gonna die again. Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now. Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone...
That would be...
Yep.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I have this weird suspicion that Clover voted Betray. I don't know, I didn't have it at the time that I was doing this originally. Huh. That's not what I anticipated. Interesting.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Interesting.
You betrayed me, Sigma. Why? To keep your promise, you jerk! You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible! I hate you! So, all that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind!
Yep.
Is that it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio! You're a coward!
That's not entirely true. As we've shown, Sigma's also pretty weak and can get stopped by just about anybody.
Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sigma could not take Dio one-on-one.
Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio!
Dio!
All right, lady and gentlemen, shall we? Why so serious? This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends, am I right? But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. You're gonna be an animal? Be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure. You get me? Now come on, hurry up and...
I am curious how this is going to advance us, but it might be that the other one is going to provide additional locks rather than this one.
Number 9 door has been opened.
Or maybe there's something beyond the number 9 door that is going to help us.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace!
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Three, 0. The number 9 door is closing.
Let's go, Sigma! Shut up! Just do it!
Now, I think this is Phi recognizing that Sigma is also able to send consciousness parts, but that's why she considered Sigma so important, but...
The number 9
really don't know.
door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
We really can't. That is a weird sound. So I do suspect that Zero Senior is one of the people who did escape here. It's something I've been kinda going over in my head since... Well, since we got the first bomb password.
Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
The bit with Luna and the white blood has only kinda furthered my suspicions that, you know, maybe Sigma's fucking Zero. No, this is a pressure exchange chamber,
This
just
must be
like
the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2? Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside? Oh, you didn't. Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs. Luna told me. Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it. Succeed so easily. You're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind. What? Too surprised to speak?
We're all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
Okay, so Dio is also from this timeline, presumably. Time period. So that, well, maybe. It does remove him from the list of people who would have needed to be in a cold sleep to get here.
Looks like a desert. I don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though. Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere, but this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate.
Well, there you go. Looks like it.
Likely more than that.
We should get to the nearest town. There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though. Forget it. Doesn't matter right now. I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Or near enough, yeah.
I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever.
I mean, consider the comments that we've seen in game. You know, 20 years to develop a
There's still
cure
4
for the
people stuck
disease
in
or
there,
whatever.
including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them. Where are we? I see. This timeline. Hey, where's Dio? Shit, we need to split up and find him. Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this? Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, he must not have made this jump. Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill, so you take the other direction.
Interesting. So, this definitely has some type of lock.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio. Is that a transmitter? Let's see. Phone home, Bet free souls anxious from you.
Well, that bodes poorly.
How do you know that?
I know everything about you. Know you're the Myrmidons.
Ah, so Dio was who killed Alice and everything, every one of the timelines where she gets killed with a knife.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
The hell are you, man?
I'm no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop! Thanks. That was a close one. You heard, huh? Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody. Probably had it hidden somewhere. Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Well, what I'm curious about is what is... Oh. We've seen similar bunch of numbers. That's not what the screen actually says, though.
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
Dio's credit card?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
Oh, sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it. What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
So, we have heard of Myrmidons from Alice, if nothing else, from the Gold Files, had we not heard it from her. And Free the Soul is... well, they're the group that, if nothing else, funded whatever company it was that made the Soap Beta. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's definitely a fair amount different from how 999 was. So not just a Myrmidon, the top Myrmidon, which explains why he has so consistently beaten Sigma every time there's been a physical comparison, or a physical matchup between the two.
Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from doing these and play something else for a little bit, but
In your name, I give thanks.
a lot of that's just because I've been
I don't care about your goddamn mission.
playing VNs for a bit now,
You did this to us. Now we're going to...
even if it's just been those two.
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb? God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me. What's the password?
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
Okay,
Heard
so
that right, Sigma?
that's an additional bomb that we were
I'm
unaware
going
of.
to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I managed to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it. Just in case. Got it?
I'm just glad that the player isn't forced to memorize any of this.
Let's go. Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there. Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more there. I also may be expecting the credits to actually work there, but they didn't seem to want to. So, oh, that unlocked that, but I'm curious if this is hidden behind a lock, and it's of a similar length. So the smart thing would probably be to do the one that I know I have unlocked,
30
but
seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Ten seconds remain. 9, 8, 7, 6. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game
this is presumably,
will now be displayed.
well, actually, since I did have the, yeah,
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
so is Kay's ending going to be like Clover's ending? That's my best assumption right now.
Leading to a draw, it would seem. I could ask the same of you. I had thought that you would choose Ally. As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
I mean, he demonstrably wouldn't, but
Then you do not trust me. No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this. Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
So you chose Betray too, huh?
I don't think I'd ever noticed before then that
Just picked Ally out of 9 BP right now.
the shape of his eyes change when
Why
he
on earth would I have done that?
There's no way
does.
Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
that little laugh.
Or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
Of course, Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you? Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
Well, based off what we know of the outside, it would be tough for him to survive right now.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required. There is no the Ambidex gates can be.
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Well, you found them already?
Huh, I'd never noticed that the little doors were actually given white coloration on the map.
The warehouse on floor B, you said? Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then. I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sign?
Forget about it.
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pair too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green. That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white.
So in this scenario, we're not playing anyone.
We just need to get to the floor B
Weird.
warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then. Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
I'm pretty sure that knife is his.
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us, and there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Yeah, I'd say it's middling.
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah, I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma. Would you prefer someone else?
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right, Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
Got it.
See you later then.
So this is likely to be the first meaningful character development we've gotten from Kay, since I don't think we've paired with him. I mean, obviously we paired with him for the prior to this, but we've not paired with him for multiple rooms, is what I'm really getting at.
Well, there is someone here, technically at least. The old woman.
And we still haven't gotten any info on her.
It seems remarkably clean. Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps. Yes, it was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist. You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry? Then that would mean... Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game. Oh, no.
Participant in a prior round, maybe?
If you're correct,
Weird.
then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet?
Dio wore it.
We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either. That would seem likely. So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well. After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense. Yes. Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words, but in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it, so that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine. I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place. That... I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation. Have you noticed something? Right. Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
That's the real reason why Tenmyoji was spraying people's bracelets with the luminol.
Yes. Have you discovered something? Oh? Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe. Understood. Shall we go then?
Traveling scenes always take amazingly long, considering it really doesn't matter where the hell we are.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door. So it does.
Wait, how did
The
a
center
second
and
one
rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
get unlocked? Did Quark do it? Weird.
That looks like a workbench of some sort. Very well.
Yeah, this is the Golem Bay at the start of the puzzle. No, it's been cleared out.
No.
Weird.
Yes. No, it was empty when I found it. Yes. I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe. No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however. I believe that is the case, which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did? Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there? This is the room that Dio visited. An excellent question.
Yeah, that is actually real weird.
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned. Shall we open it?
Still hate that noise.
What? Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving? What a relief. I'm so
Okay,
glad
so
to know he's safe.
somebody put him in the cold sleep, presumably.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off? I have no idea. This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness. Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased. No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right? What do you mean? He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants. Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Okay, so this should be interesting. Because, like I said, I suspect it's Dio killed the old woman.
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all. Yeah, Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it. I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright? Probably. Do you even...
Whatever. At least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was the way you were talking made it sound like there was something else. 2?
No, just the treatment center.
What do you mean, the other one?
Who could have opened it?
Look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
Now I'm curious as if to the that lever will open multiple doors after you've cleared out one of the rooms.
So did you and Kay go through the other door? What was in there?
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Whatever was in the safe, and I don't remember what was in the safe for the Golem Bay.
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something? You're kidding me, right?
Our bracelets?
What do you mean by that? I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Should I also participate?
This okay?
Cold. What the hell, man?
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Why do I have to do what you tell me to? Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me. No, you don't get to order me around.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio. Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers! No! You don't understand! This is all some kind of... a mistake! Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story. So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yep, same logic Tenmyoji had earlier. But he caught it and didn't tell anybody. Makes me wonder if he then went on to kill, Clover and Tenmyoji now?
You caught me! I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet!
Are you Zero?
No, I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Well, it's actually good to get these back to back.
Die before I tell you. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, You're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise! Come on, please! Hey, listen to me! Don't fuck with me, you guys! There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing! Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit! Ugh, you're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
I am somewhat surprised that even though the lip sync is not actually intended for the English VA here, it does line up well occasionally.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Let's go.
Oh, where are we going to find their bodies? Because I seriously doubt we're getting to an AB game on this one. Or a puzzle room for that matter. Although I could check my archives to see, because I should be missing only two gold files. Well, one of the paths is still, well, you know? It might be this one. Might be one of these ones over here, but might be this one.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
How much time until the white doors open? Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now. By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Yeah, Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one... yeah.
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared. Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
That'd be good. Or at least that'd be perfectly
Perhaps
fine.
they've already gone through the white door. Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing. Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
So I would assume.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
So, where are we going to find them, or where are we going to find the bodies?
So it would appear. When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room. Very well.
So, crew quarters, maybe? Just seems to be where a large number of the bodies end up. Crew quarters or infirmary. Well, there are... No, I was thinking rec room.
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask... Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Okay, so
Yes.
we're gonna get some of Kay's character development.
My father. Please, don't joke. This is serious. Yes. I don't seem to have one. Well... I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
I do like having little baby Kay still wearing the suit. It's a nice touch. Interesting. Wait a second. That looks like the Zero Senior we've seen. Or at least the person who called themselves Zero Senior. That looks like the old lady. And that sounds like a noble enough goal. Interesting. So that old lady has a relation to presumably two people here.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time. Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events. Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit? I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
It's Radical
I
6.
think I just need to rest. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Either that or he's going to go kill somebody. You know, one or the other. Plausible deniability and all.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn. Where's Kay? You decided to split up?
It's gonna be great if he's gone already.
What's up with him? Is he alright? Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Who a killer was.
Who knows? Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you? I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too. Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Well, this is where we're going to get a game over, but I suppose it's... I shouldn't say that, so...
There's nobody here. Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
I shouldn't say that with so much, as a matter of fact. Because we're probably still a ways away from the actual ending here.
Thought so.
Did Dio get out somehow? If so, did he murder somebody?
Let's just head for the green door. Because the treatment center's there, that's where Dio and Quark are. You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe. Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Yeah, Fies seems to be the most interested in everybody actually escaping. Wait. That's weird. Normally we can see the locked on the left-hand side doors. I think that's just a screw-up, though. Works fine.
Yeah, I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Check his pulse.
No, he was dead. He, looks like he choked himself.
Look, the oxygen level for his pod says 0%. Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on.
Well, Kay's probably also going to be dead by the time we get to him. But his story, amusingly, does not feel like it makes Sigma less suspicious. If anything, it just
What is it?
Kinda maybe makes it more suspicious. Well,
But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
There's also Quark. No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, fine. I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
yes, but strictly speaking,
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything.
yeah, neither one of us
In any event,
messed with
we
that
don't have a great deal of
panel
time
next to.
discuss it.
The bed Dio was in. Pod Dio was in.
All right, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not. All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these. Yes, without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
All right, let's get going.
Well, maybe this will be another one where we escape. I'm kinda having my doubts, though. We'll be right back, though. My knee is bugging me. I need to stretch it real quick. Of course, first thing I do when I stand up is almost immediately trip. I probably should have stretched before starting the stream.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Or
they're dead. Or they got clipped together like they did in the other ending.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this. I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
That's worrying.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... will...
the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone's left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
But if you stay here, you'll...
But what is this unlocking?
First is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
The question,
My
or
brother told me about that.
the problem there is that there's only neostigmine enough for one person.
Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurarine. I knew it!
Get back! I found it, so it's mine.
the antidote.
Sigma, where are you going?
Unless there's two, they're still fucked. That and likely whoever broke his bracelet, originally the old lady's bracelet, took the neostigmine. Neostigmine?
One minute remains until chromatic doors close.
Well, we can't get to Kay's skin.
Chromatic doors closing.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
So, who are we hitting with the neostigmine?
What the hell did you... Why did you pick me? Then why didn't you inject yourself? You're the biggest idiot on the planet. No, screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not open up the suit and take the mask off.
Interesting.
Yes. No, it was empty when I found it.
Ah.
Sigma.
That would explain quite a bit. I mean, we had left K there for quite some time. Okay, but what's K's actual face look like?
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I killed him because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't.
So it was the old lady.
The old woman. She was like a mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life. Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18. Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget. If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. MILKEVOLI. This will open the second gate.
Well, okay, that's... at least one of the things for the Luna end. Yeah, that's not surprising either. Based off what we've learned, based off what we have seen. I guess my question at this point is mostly... assuming that my theory, essentially, that K is a clone of Sigma. What is Sigma then? I don't think we have the actual stuff we need for that. Not yet. I think we might... Huh. So that's from his ending. Wait, what did... Oh, interesting. That's a very tiny novel section. Okay, so...
Yes. Well, there
and
it
this is for
Everything
Alice's
that's happened
ending.
with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea. We should go back. Which is? Yes. What do you propose we do? Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but... I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless. A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Yep.
What the hell? Where did... Wait. Can you say that again? That's 198,449,351 to the third power. That number you just told me, prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power. Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right? Yes. I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Simple,
I told you, I'm better at math than most people. Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you find that number anyway? Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys, and there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone. Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor? On the second row? Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the... You use 198,400... Well, the first number is 1. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Wait a second. Would that be the other part of that puzzle for... That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, okay. 198,449,351. Should probably have that towards the bottom. Well, it's a good thing I relooked, because I already got it wrong. Three, 5, 1. that is out of the, okay, so... Okay, so, completed. Interesting.
Completed? Are you sure? Well, I can't remember the code like you can. If you're certain, I believe you. All right then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though. Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
Somehow I doubt that completed is the...
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master.
other part of the Luna puzzle. I think this is entirely separate.
Last completed. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your well-made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
And we know now that there are at least 4 bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me? Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter? Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons. Point.
Oh, there you are.
It does strike me as kind of odd that they possess any information about the Myrmidons. I'm just gonna keep pronouncing it normally. But don't know anything about the members, clearly.
I've been looking all over for you. We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Clark.
Why?
I know that. Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were. So we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Vi and Kay were already there. Well, all of a sudden, Vi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
Why? Did something happen? That seems odd. Vi only had one BP too. Choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh, just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Yeah, adding an additional Sigma, or Alice, who has been mostly demonstrably competent. Actually, I'm not affected by Radical 6, actually demonstrably competent. More so than Sigma, at least.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick! Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Korg alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What? I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please.
Dio doesn't choose Ally.
Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Also, I find it kind of strange that Kay is consistently filling the frame when, well, Sigma doesn't seem to be that big.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Yes, killing 8 people is better than no.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
What? What are you on? You think I set those bombs? Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal. Oh yeah? Where the hell'd you get that fact? Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company? No, that's not possible. No! You're lying! No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he... Said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
Yeah, Dia's kinda dumb.
Wait.
And I suspect that is the relevant thing for these two. We just actually need to get through this part.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things? Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons? So
And
you
we
mean
know
to say someone
now.
from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Bastard. I'll never forgive you. I am going to kill you!
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do.
I will say I'm amused that a lot of these 3D models don't seem to have been upscaled as much as the shown 3D models, or don't seem to have been redone for the port. So they look worse than the actual one that can move right next to it.
Guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't wouldn't say both.
You know of at least 4.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Die, you bastard! Yeah!
Clover, get him!
Right! Sigma, catch!
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole! Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You! Her! All of you! God, you're stupid!
What?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what. About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's also a piece of information we're going to need for that.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
But we also only have... Wait a fucking second. How did Zero Senior provide us with one of the bomb passwords? That actually doesn't make any sense now, unless he's also a Free the Soul member. In which case the old woman's death doesn't make any sense.
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, in the right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out. Right.
Okay,
It's no
so this
use.
is...
There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait, there is something in here.
a hidden pocket. Wait, what?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Shit!
What was that?
Poison, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What?
For some reason, they don't do
Damn!
cyanide teeth the way
How could I be so stupid?
a lot of things do.
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Fine, don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation.
You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one. This is the deactivation code for Bomb 3. Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
So now we only need one more, but... which of these are we actually going to use it on? Well, probably this one, since it... this one's making me think it ends almost immediately.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future. Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Okay. Well, this group does not have the information
Password for one of the bombs.
or the device to actually really do
How
anything.
much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When you told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Interesting coincidence.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
That, and we didn't find all the
Well, there's no point
bombs
just
anyway.
standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device. Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Well, we're good on 0 and 1.
Hold on, let me check. Damn, he's clean.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right, I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
Who's... It's this one, so... Well, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising that Alice's also results in everybody's death, given that's what Clover's was.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remaining until chromatic doors close.
Interesting. It doesn't feel like it's going to have unlocked anything, but it is at least another ending. Well, okay, that's not true. It doesn't feel like anything post the Dio segment is going to have unlocked anything. But it must have. It demonstrably must have. Well. I mean, that's the Phi. Oh. Oh. And what I'm considering now is I know I have a, which one would that be? So, we're pretty sure that's Luna. Phi Sigma... Oh, that has to be Quark. What I'm considering now is if I want to do the escape rooms, I don't have the archives for. I think I'll just go through... Let's go Sigma's story.
Huh? What? How can you... There's no way.
Yeah, Phi knows that we both have the whole dumb consciousness shifting thing. Wait a second, it didn't show us, or at least I don't remember it showing us the image of Dio with the detonator before. If it did, that's really bad.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Damn it, game. For those who couldn't see the achievement, it was Who Set Up Us the Bomb, Part 1.
Well...
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards. Ugh. Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Just spit it out.
The Mirmo... What?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
What the hell are you talking about?
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Wait, he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
But what is the purpose of the AB game then?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding...
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please, calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go! Hey, Grandpa. You're here and gone? I said back off.
No.
You. I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
Tenmyuchi!
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
Yeah!
Greater than 1 meter away.
What happened?
What? What's happening? There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyuchi. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
What do you say?
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs.
It does strike me as odd that it still has a timer at that
Thanks
point.
to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes? That's crazy!
How do we stop them?
None of us know them, though.
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is EQD-DYR-NTK.
And that's the last password.
Bomb number 2.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device.
So this is striking me as somewhat odd. In none of these have we found Bomb 0.
Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up. Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, I just can't remember. Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course. Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
I do really like whoever they had do Dio's voice. He's really good at...
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil. You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it! Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms! Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake! Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
Also 20 minutes, coincidentally.
So, what do we do? We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
And that is?
Okay, so...
All right. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb, see if the timer really has started or not. All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
It does strike me as kind of weird, though, that of all of the endings we have seen, only maybe Dio's and Tenmyoji's has anyone escaped alive.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario, we'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left.
Of course, it also strikes me that on
Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Luna's ending, I think she died, didn't she? Or what I've been assuming was Luna's ending. That might actually be Quark's ending.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here, you go check somewhere else. If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it? What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit. All right. Looks like we're on the same page. They get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Why do I have this weird feeling that the third Zero Escape game is just going to be everybody flirts with the protagonist constantly?
Yes, the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back. Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here? Oh, why did you come here then? Really? I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Not more than 5 minutes or so. Yes.
Well, I mean, everybody's going to die anyway. It will at least provide us with information about Sigma. Tell us whether he's a clone or a robot.
That's it. You can get up now. Well... It says you're not a robot. You're human.
Okay, so it's artificial blood.
But your body isn't entirely human. You're part machine.
So cyborg.
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
We've seen that image before. I don't know that I'm going to actually find it by looking at names. Yeah. Weird.
They're made out of a titanium alloy.
Oops.
On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's all. Your arms are cybernetic. Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
Well, it probably came... Actually, with Dio no longer needing to be prior, that does free up a potential spot, so...
No, unfortunately you probably do still have to worry about that. The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
Information here is likely going to be what opens... Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll see.
I just do. Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain. Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
Oops. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up. Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
What the hell?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Also, why does her voice sound so different?
Encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun. Remember, GTF DML016.
Wait a second. The golem. What the hell was the... Okay, so that is different.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, that's real weird. Makes me wonder, was Luna the robot? The robot that Zero made, of course. Or got. For some reason, both this and the K that took off the hat look a lot different than my mental image of Sigma, which is entirely based off the anime stuff. Well, I could... Oh, hey. I was right. Well, let's... I think we have the information for this now.
A lion. A sun?
Two-headed lion biting a sun.
Probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Now,
Yeah, just
I
as
isn't going to know, but we do.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. You can't get anywhere without a password. See if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
And see, I don't... Well, okay, this is remembering everybody's death. Oh, I don't think first time we saw it that we saw that one. Or that one. Probably did see that one. Okay, this is actually bugging me to look at. That waviness gets to my eyes real quick. Oh, are you serious? We actually needed to remember those? Interesting. Okay. Well. Cool. Hope you enjoy them, Dragon. I know that that 999 obviously cannot do the same trick that it did with the DS, but I am kind of curious because I messed around a little bit and it seemed like there was still something there that it could do, but I'm not 100% certain since I've not gone through it. Okay, so either I need to actually remember those, or I need to get through other things.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
And this we have seen before. But this is going to be new. I'm remembering a whole bunch of things.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What?
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway. Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma. But... I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
For some reason, this is actually going to end up as kind of the opposite of what I anticipated the solution being.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Huh? Hey! What are you doing, you bastard?
The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go! Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I? What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot!
No, actually, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's going to happen.
Sigma, stop! That's enough!
Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
That's exactly what Sigma wants.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your
Such a weird ending. Also, it doesn't make sense then why we would need the info from that and the ending where the arms cut off wouldn't work. Maybe both are needed? Strange.
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh? I guess they carried you out here after you passed out. Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room. That bastard Kay, he punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so... Yes.
On the other side of the number 9 door, with Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I'm right here.
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
This is going to be a weird ending.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic.
Someone creating it?
I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started.
But why would they also then have a cure?
Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time. Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet. You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil. No
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Adam's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie. No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time. However, I do think Clover has half a point. That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like
who
Noah put all
spread
the
the
animals
virus?
on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up. Right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
God damn it, game. And two of the potential men are Sigma.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her in there.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
What?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers. Nope. You?
Yeah, that's okay, but that just raises further questions.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a password of some sort. Beats me. Yeah.
Alice! What's wrong?
Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Damn it!
Hey, it's a repeat of this. So everybody's still infected with the Radical 6.
Goodbye.
Well, that's one way to have Quark's ending go. Jesus. And it's looking like I'm probably going to need to actually remember those, but that begs the question of which goes where. Also, wait a second. Oh, this has to be the one where we actually go into an escape room somehow. Oh yeah, that was one of the ones I didn't get the files for.
Huh? What?
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Wait a second. Now it's part A instead of part... What?
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
Okay, so this is the exact same. Presumably Tenmyoji's also going to knock it away still.
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Shit! Let go of me, God! Get off of me! Let me go! Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
But where is the Zero Bomb?
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil. You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake, Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
This? Oh, I guess that one was still skippable. It was only the
25
one line.
minutes or so, I believe.
And how much time until the white doors open?
Also 25 minutes. What a coincidence. But in this case, we have the passwords and the input device.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Sigma knows them.
Yeah.
That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess?
No, we're suggesting Sigma guesses.
No.
Wait, there's another way.
What is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer? Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me. The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
That's... it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Why do I feel like this is going to have a secondary... Well, not secondary. It would, what, by now be tertiary? Yeah, tertiary plus lock behind this point. like we have, in theory, everything we need aside from location of Bomb 0, but that one might be behind something.
Get the input device ready. How many minutes do we have left? That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though. Yeah. Well, it's not like I don't have one. You need to make a jump. Yeah, to another world. Another history. You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you? You just have to do that again. Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or... Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump! My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them. That's a problem.
Okay, so this is going to be at least a lock.
Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis. Yeah, I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
Mm-hmm. That's annoying that they've seemed to switch this from you get a lovely bit of remembrance and you just straight up don't. Okay.
Sigma, just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die, but you still stuck with me. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks. It looks like our time's almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us, though. I think this is... What? Sigma.
Okay, so I need to actually write down the bomb passwords. And for that matter, write down the passwords that Kay and Luna gave us in their ends. No, in Sigma's end, and who the hell was it? It was Kay's end and somebody. Well, let's grab... Oh.
This is... If you see Milkev.
Milkevoli? Yeah. And what was the other one in? Okay, so that's codes. There we go.
I'm sorry, Sigma.
Dio gave 2 of them. I just can't remember.
I wish we could...
I couldn't remember what they were, because I'd been operating under the assumption that I wouldn't need to actually record them.
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given... Please, this is very... You must be... Should you encounter a GTF BM L016...
I'm actually glad I could open the thing there. Because that would be a lot harder to remember if I wasn't getting it while...
How do we stop them?
The voice was going.
None of us know them.
Okay, I'll give you the password for bomb EQD DYR NTK.
Writing with a mouse, surprisingly hard for that.
Shit!
What was that?
Poison.
Well, damn, how could I...
So let's get all of them.
Fine, don't tell. How about you?
Deactivate. Fine, not gonna do you. I'll tell you. You only get. This is the deactivate. Ready?
Okay, so bomb 3.
XQ LHC NMR.
Oops. And there was also... some room that we entered without anybody else, but I... Here we go.
Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately. I realize this is rather sudden. It is the password. Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm BQZ RGJ DXR.
And here's the final one.
Oh, holy fuck, my sacred. These, I am in your name.
explanation. You did this to us. Now we're going to... Shut up! You still have going to ask. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Oh, hey, this is actually relevant because it's the only one he didn't give us elsewhere. Or 0 didn't give us elsewhere.
Wait! Okay, fine. It's not gonna do. I completed. What are you gonna do?
Not your problem. Otherwise...
So, following coming from the bomb, this is where she jumped to.
LXA QNS GDQ.
Should probably write that D is actually readable. Okay, so... It did seem kind of based on acronyms, but I'm never good at those. So, since I was doing the bombs, LXQ, LHC, and MR. As I say it out loud and then immediately forget it. Oh, if I could get it spelled right.
Good job. It worked. So you knew the password after all.
I suspect this is going to have us running into a lock eventually anyway.
Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer? Good. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list. Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Luckily one of the ones I don't have yet. Or likely one of the ones I scanned over and didn't really read.
Okay. Hurry it up! Plug in the password! Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong. Try it again. Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yeah.
Shit! What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? Yeah, you figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that.
This would be a lot easier if I could remember more than 3 letters at a time.
Damn, this is crazy. So you did know it. Don't scare me like that, all right? Whatever. Point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing. Okay, that just leaves us with the last bomb. It's, right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things. Well, don't just stand there. Let's go! Finally. The last one. How many minutes left?
Well, not enough to find the actual last bomb, I assume.
Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device? Okay, go. We've done this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk? Exactly. What else would I be talking about? Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3 times the charm, right? No, I think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the first and second times aren't charmed, too. Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can. Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, all right? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway.
That and 5 was never given an opportunity to get the bomb password.
I'm counting on you.
As I suspect this one was supposed to go to either Sigma or K. It's probably going to be revealed to us eventually what it is about. Okay.
I am. You said you wished there was another bomb, right? I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish. I remembered something too, just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more. Bomb number 0.
Looks like you remember it too. How much time do we have? Well, hurry up! We need to get to the Zero Bomb! What? Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me!
So, interesting.
Calm down. Just you need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important? Right.
So, we have another lock on this side, like I expected. Largely because I figured that they wouldn't let us do... I'm assuming the last one's Phi's ending without getting everybody else's. That's quite a few items there. So, let's do the other one that we have not been able to do previously. So, both of these are... Well, one of them is more distinctly a ID. And it really doesn't matter if that's wrong, I can just swap them. Milk of Holy. Right now I'm just looking at the background here because there's a few actual phrases. Amidst the gibberish.
What's wrong? What? How did you figure out the login? What the hell do you mean you just knew it? Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
It has everything to do with this.
What? Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here? Why do you know how to log into this computer? Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying. And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit. Looks like it. Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Not surprising.
Yeah. There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does.
What's Luna's bracelet do then?
Feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like.
Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of it.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID. I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will. Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status. Probably. What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
And it would also explain why she was so interested in us potentially being a robot.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense. Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status? You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Interesting.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look. What are the last 3 digits of her product ID? And where have we seen that before?
Oh.
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
And Luna is gone.
Yeah.
And I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
A little double hitch stutter on the music sometimes is weird.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Two minutes remain until polling closes.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait! Sigma!
Well, that's slightly terrifying.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
She's probably planning on participating in the game. Yeah. Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass. Yeah, why are you asking though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her. Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9.
I mean, I'm gonna see most likely the result if I vote wrong anyway, so.
And I trust him.
2, 1. Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Maybe she hadn't come to vote.
That doesn't make sense. Why would she show up just when we're about to vote? There was no reason for her to come here if she was just going to default.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah, let's...
Okay, so one of these endings here is going to presumably be what gives... With only one person there, that really... just stays on screen for a while.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically, and the other 6 got penalized. Five of them are dead already, and Quark's bracelet is off. Yeah. I can only guess at her reasons, but I'm sure it was part of some plan. Who knows? So what do we do now? Whatever Luna's scheming, we still managed to get 9 BP. Do you want to leave? I agree. I hoped you'd say that. Of course. Let's get moving.
And it doesn't actually change the state for Luna, so I'm not sure ally or betray is meaningful there. I'd forgotten that this was the one where everybody killed themselves or each other. Or possibly Luna killed everybody.
This is the last room. Well, the last room we can get into. Yeah.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
No.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Weird.
We should go back to the Floor A warehouse. I need to know if the door actually opened or not. True, but the projection should tell us. So it would seem.
Well, well, well! Long time no Zero! Remember your old pal Zero?
I'm guessing somebody's hoping for an explanation about what the diddlio just happened.
Because we're such great friends, I decided to make an exception and descend from on high to give you the 411. Aren't you happy?
So what's this explanation you've got?
Well, let's start with little Quark. He was given an anesthetic that put him to sleep.
While he was out, Luna carried him through to the other side of the number 9 door.
With Quark's bracelet, you silly bunny. It was still in the infirmary.
Remember? Luna just hopped over there and picked it up.
So I was right. Quark had 9 BP when the second round ended.
Yup. Yes, he did. But a penalty carrot take away your points. Just your life. The needles popped out and so on, but the points stayed the same.
So Luna took Quark to the door. No, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
All right, I think my tape is through.
Not you.
Well, good thing you guys don't have questions for me. That guy's a jerk.
You must be feeling pretty good if you're able to jump around like that. I mean, 6 people just died here.
It's not really a big deal. That's just how you humans are, after all. So, as long as you make it, nothing else matters. Am I right?
Don't screw with us.
It's cool. It's cool. I know you gotta act tough. I mean, you chose betray. That means you don't trust Luna, right? Figures? She's a golem. She might even be a murderer. That's why you were planning to leave her here and bone out, wasn't it? You see, it's all about you.
Haven't you thought about how sad you made Luna?
Well, looks like my time here's just about all used up. No, I won't wait. I don't like waiting. I waited once, and some half-witted reptile got the better of me because of it. After that, I'm gonna make sure to value my time.
Tortoise and the hare.
Alrighty then. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a nice trader.
Okay, so... Well, I guess we'll see if that's the actual Luna end or the bad end. Either this part or Ally is where we're going to...
because he kept going even when it looked hopeless. I think we should do the same. We've got plenty of time after all. We'll give the dead the closest thing to a funeral we can manage. And when that's done, we'll start looking. Even if I never leave this place, I'll figure out why we were here. I swear it.
Okay, so the other side of the Luna end is going to have our unlocking, most likely.
Two minutes.
That was interesting. Game was acting like I'd clicked off it.
Remains.
So, for Luna's side, it looks like Ally all along was the way to go.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose Ally?
Because of information obtained from jumping.
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already. Then she let the system vote Ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
Oddly, I kind of suspect she was coming up there to make sure that people were voting. It's still just sitting there. Amuses me.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave? You sure? Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark. Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
That wasn't announced before, I don't think.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
Or if it was, I don't remember it. Oh yeah, next time I have access to memos, I should probably write down that the password that was on, I guess it's Akane's ID card, since I never did that. Don't want to get caught off by that being absent as well.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
No, the treatment center's going to have been opened again.
Take a look. See the lock? Yeah. There's only one person who could have opened it. All right, let's head in. I think they're treatment pods of some sort. One of them is lit up. The glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside. Yeah.
I'm amused that they never walk over and check out the menu first. It's always after the fact.
This is it. Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but he's wondering where Luna is.
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them. Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And what's that the same number as? Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted. Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice. She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's.
At the same time, though, she gave us the bit of information that was required to actually get in that.
There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready? Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
wanted to show herself, she could have at any point in time.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here! No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
I do find it interesting that that's about the most emotion we've gotten out of Phi this entire
As the
game.
game is over, all doors other than escape is. Please enjoy.
You knew? Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green.
Oh, yeah, that should have been more of a hint than it actually felt like.
I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Akane gave her that box, didn't she?
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps? Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning. Why do you think so? Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her? Then why are you so sure? What?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen? Isn't that against the rules?
Ah, so that's how the old woman was supposed to be part of the...
What do you mean?
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
And she does it either using the knife or the scalpel. The implement ultimately not being that important.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure?
Because she did it in, like, half the timelines, more than half the timelines.
Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine? What? Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws. Sigma.
So this is going to be where we get that bit of info.
You were right.
Or I assume.
I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right. Well, first, yes.
She would have had the cameras, didn't?
The facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it. Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here. Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come. In a way, because his presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. we'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in. To make sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right.
So that explains why he picked Betray every turn.
The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms, counting from the left in their original placement. Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me. Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in. Because I was ordered to.
Had to make herself appear suspicious.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to, and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But...
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio or the body. or that you carried it to the 6th AB room.
And I guess at this point, those rules don't
You'll
matter.
have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake, so I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility. Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out.
I think that's what she was planning on.
I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two. Yes. No. She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from. Yes. Yes. We worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them, and they were both controlling Zero Jr. too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room.
We have seen the hologram of Zero Senior.
Although that's strictly true, they ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me. Then, maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me. You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me. Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room. Yes, I think so. Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours. Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything.
Interesting.
Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters.
Might be our kinda clue to Bomb Zero.
We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions. Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall. and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it. You mean because I'm a golem? One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die. No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me.
I seriously doubt that,
She only
Luna.
took the injection gun to try and threaten me. When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED. Yes. Correct. Yes. She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past. Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do. He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't take him long to get over it, though. He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo. Yeah, but he couldn't find it. Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome. No, I don't think so.
He just wanted a weapon.
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman. Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade. Yes. It's the name of the organization he belongs to. I don't think so. I don't really know. I'm afraid not.
I don't think it's possible to get to this point without that knowledge, though.
Yes. I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side. May I continue? Cyan door, and when he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you? The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
this! How you two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
No, nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white door's open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they're closed. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors, so unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
"25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio. Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point. Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come.
Would we have even had the key or a way to get them out of the handcuffs?
Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil. Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand. Yes.
And of course, lowercase d, because that way there's, ambiguity.
Well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened. Yes. After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for... They went to the crew quarters first, then to the Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful. Right.
Oh, and Tenmyoji had the luminol to check
everything that
everybody's
happened.
bracelet anyway, because he knew about Akane.
Do you have any questions? Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket. I told him where it was. Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji? Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word. Yes. Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying. Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it. I took it off. Aluminum foil.
What?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Here's an exciting fact. electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Yes, all you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet. Yes. Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod. Oh, that's easy. I put him there. Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay. Yes. No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery. That's right.
But who are they? Well, okay, we know who Akane is. We don't know why she's here, though. So it all goes back to Zero Senior.
Tell you what. To play the nonary game. That was part of the project. Because she was infected with Radical 6. Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
The jumping needs an element of danger, I assume.
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me. I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place. Yes. I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth. Yes. So that he could pose as one of the participants. To disrupt the project. The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
Akane has a lot of people's blood on her hands, ultimately.
Sigma. Would you hug me?
That's a really weird shirt that Sigma has on.
This feels nice. I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine... Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem, just a machine, a jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real. You believed in me this whole time. Even though I look like this? Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up. I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenryoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous. So we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course.
This was likely intentional, though.
But everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted. Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer. I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this. Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you. I'm sorry. At least I get to die in your arms. Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Well, hell. Oh, thank you for that achievement name. Couldn't get enough Blade Runner references in there, huh? That's a lot later than I thought it was. That's going to be it for me this time. Because I went like an hour longer than normal. Thank you for watching. I will probably be finishing this next time.